What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. First I want to start out by saying I appreciate all the new support. I appreciate all the new subscribers. I appreciate all that. Today's video is going to be about steps on becoming an owner operator. Now, I'm going to give y'all 6 key points. Now, 5 of them I did. 1 of them I didn't do, but I learned as the time went by. And me being in the trucking industry in the owner-operated little lane, I learned that one thing that I'm gonna break it down to y'all. But first thing first is get your experience. And why I say get your experience is because for the insurance, I'm gonna say that. Like the way I started was I had maybe 4 or 5, about 5 years of experience, and my insurance rate was cheap. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. So like my down payment on my insurance was like $4,500, $4,700, and the monthly payment was like $2,000 or something like that. It's expensive now. It can get expensive. But and the reason why I feel like it was so high, I didn't have no tickets or nothing like that on my record or nothing like that. But it was just the point of I'm a new, like what they want to say, business owner operator. So I'm fresh. So they gotta, they gotta gain trust in me and stuff like that. So that was the first thing I did was got my experience. Second thing I did, or second step, however y'all want to take it. Second step is to do your research. What I mean by do your research on companies, good companies, bad companies. Do your research on insurance people, like the insurance quotes and stuff like that. Do all your research on all that stuff right there before you just jump out there and just go with your move out. The first thing that you might call this insurance company might give you a quote $6,000 and you pay $2,500 a month, but you didn't do your research, so you didn't know that the other insurance company over here that you didn't even think of, they got a better deal. So do your research on all like insurance and trucking companies, like, cause you got some trucking companies that will have you out here 2 to 3 weeks at a time. So if you willing to, some people, got family and stuff like that, they might not want to be out here like that, And a lot of people say in order to make money, you gotta be on the road. I can't. A different situation for different people. I made money, and I went out like that. Like I was home every other day, and home on the weekend too, and still made a good, pretty decent living off of it. Third thing, I'm gonna say that probably 30 times in this video. Save your money. 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 Save your money for rainy days, breakdowns. Save your money for things that you have going on at home. Like if you got a family, kids, and wife, and a girlfriend, or whatever the case may be, just save your money. Do you hear me? Save your money. Like, yeah, have your pockets together, have your pockets ready. Alright. Fourth thing is learn the business. Now that's one thing that I didn't really do. I didn't really do that. But I learned as I went. So, but the one thing about this in this trucking industry, you gonna learn. It gonna be new stuff for you to learn every day. Like I got guys that been driving 15 years, 18 years, and they still learning stuff every day. From either from the business side to the trucking industry, or shortcut corners on how to do this, do that. Like from if you having problems with your trailer brakes or something like that, how to still get your tandem moved. Little stuff like that. Like, man, it's a lot to learn every day. No matter how long you've been in the industry, you gonna learn something new every day. So that's the first thing. That's the fourth thing that I say do. Learn the business side of this, because it can get real. Yeah, it can get real fishy and real. Yeah, it can become a real problem if you don't know the business side of it. And that, like I said, that's one thing that I didn't, but I learned it, and now I know it, and now I'm here to give you the game on learning the business side, or knowing to know the business side. I'm gonna say that right there. All right. Fifth thing is, do your research on the equipment that you want. Reason why I say that right here. You might be a guy that like the Freightliner Cascadia. You might be a guy that like a KW, Kenworth. You might be a guy like a Peterbilt. You might be a guy that, or you might be a person that like Volvos. So, know what you're dealing with when it comes down to the equipment. Know, like, far as like what type of motor you want to deal with. Like, what type of motor you want to, you want to keep maintenance up on. What problems them trucks have, whatever truck you choose to come, and become an owner operator with. What problem do that truck? What's the main problem that truck be having? Like, do your research on all of that stuff right there. Like, that's a key point. That's a key point in this, in becoming an owner operator, knowing exactly what kind of equipment you want and knowing the maintenance on the equipment. Like, you might want a Freightliner Cascadia, okay, but let's just say you do your research on one, and everybody you see, or everybody you getting a game from, or whatever the case may be, they saying the DEF basses, the DEF they ain't no good, or this knock sensor go. Like, know all of that. Know what everything you want to deal with when it comes to the equipment. Like, what, like, I mean, it can go to the far to like, well, how big you want your bed, like. Like, like it can go deep. Like, what type of tires? Like, I mean, what's the gear ratio? What's the wheelbase? What's the turning radius? It's a lot, man, when it comes down doing your research on these truck. So becoming an owner operator, if I was you, that would be one thing. That's a key point that I would be doing. I'll be doing my research on and know what type of truck you want. Like old school truck or a new school truck. But either truck you pick to choose to come out here with and be an owner operator, do your research on it, and you'll be alright. You do your research on it and learn, and maybe you might know somebody that got an old truck that you wanna interested in buying, one just like it, and you can go over there and be like, hey Billy, what alternator is, or how can I take the alternator off and on, or the starter, or how can I change these hoses? Just stuff like that, man. It'll take you a long way, man. It'll save you a lot. It'll save you a lot of headache knowing exactly what type of equipment that you want to deal with. And it's the same thing with like a trailer too. It's the same. Just know what type of equipment you want to do, that you want. You know what I'm saying? So that's another key point. All right. Last but not least is knowing what you want to do. And the reason why I say that is this right here. I came into the trucking industry, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I came in the game and I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a company driver. That's it. Probably 3 years in, 4 years in, I decided, okay, I want to be an owner operator. All right, cool. Well, let me figure out how to become an owner operator, right? Okay. I did all it. I figured it out. I did my research on a lot of stuff, and I went with my move. Whatever, I did what I had to do to become an owner operator. Okay, you got to know this. How much home time you want? Because it comes a lot of sacrificing, especially if you if you got kids and stuff like that. Like, it's a big sacrifice. If you got kids, or you got a family, or whatever the case may be, and your family wants you there for every event, or your kids want you there for every event, especially if you got kids that's in like sports and stuff like that, man. Like, that play a big role in knowing what you want to do. How long you want to be out here on the road? Know that. How much money you want to make? Know that. Like, them, like, that's the main thing. You know, like, it worked out for me, like, far as, like, knowing what I want to do, because I was already kind of in the game. I was already kind of in the game, working for a small owner-operator company or whatever. And he was already leased on to the company. The same company that I leased on to, he was already leased on to, so I already knew how that system was, and I already knew, like, I wanted to be home every other day, because I got kids, I got a family, I want to be there. I don't want to be out here 2 to 3 weeks at a time, missing a lot of, missing the important things, man, like, especially family time. Like, you got to be willing, if you willing to sacrifice to be out here 2 to 3 weeks, all right, okay, do that, so knowing what you want to do, that's the main thing. Knowing what you want to do, how much money you want to make, what you want to, like, flatbed. Do you want to do flatbed? Do you want to do dry van? Do you want to do reefer? Do you want, low boys? Like, know what you want to do as you trying to take the steps on becoming an owner operator. Get you a vision board and mark everything off. Every step that you accomplish on becoming an owner operator, get your vision board, mark it off. I did that step. Mark it off. I did that step. And most likely, I'm pretty sure you'll be successful. Just don't get a lot of overhead. Like, don't have a lot of overhead when you come into this industry, because you gotta always prepare for rainy days and have money saved for stuff like that. So know all that. Just the man, them right there are the 6 key points on becoming an owner operator. And I hope this video helps somebody out that, want to become an owner operator and actually want to be successful at it. That's why I'm dropping this and giving this game to y'all, whoever. Like, it might be some owner operators already that's watching this and they knowing what I'm talking about. They already know. They are in the industry. They already know that I'm on point with this, because I done been in the industry. So them are 6 things. Just know, and like I said, the last thing very important. Know what you want to do. Know what you want to do. Yeah, and also, I have 2 subscribers, Twin 3793 and Brian D. Smith. Brian D. Smith was like, he come in, he was like, keep dropping these videos. And the video that I had dropped, he commented on was on the update on my FLD, right? So, I thought, okay, I appreciate that. That motivated me. That motivated me to keep coming on here and dropping videos. Because this thing, my YouTube channel grew off of this trucking. It's growing off of me doing trucking content, right? But I'm going to say this right here. Anything I feel in my heart really got to do with trucking, or anything that's going on in the world, or anything personal in my life that I can bring to y'all, I'm going to bring it to y'all. Like, no matter what. Like, that's how, like, this trucking is growing this truck content growing my YouTube. It is. I ain't gonna lie. But whatever I feel in my heart to come and put out as content, I'ma do it. Like, I would love for y'all to still support it, because I have a lot to talk about other than trucking. And I got a lot of knowledge on this trucking and a lot of knowledge, period. Alright, okay. Then the other one was Twin. It was Twin 3793. I had to write it down, y'all, so I could remember. I ain't want to, But anyway, he come in, he was like, keep dropping videos. All that motivate me, I appreciate all the support, all the new subscribers. This is me coming on here and giving y'all this game to anybody that I hope they want to become an owner operator. I hope this video help you. So I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate all the new support, all the new subscribers. Y'all holler at me. Peace.